Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today, back in the shop, going to give the Tacoma a little love and get it ready for a upcoming trip. We're gonna do some truck camping here the next weekend or so. So as you guys have seen, if you've seen my other videos, I have added a hook bed rack, and I've added the Smittybilt Overlander series rooftop tent. So if you guys have a Tacoma, you may know already that with the composite bed in the Tacomas, the sides of the bed are not as strong as like a traditional all steel bed. And over time, with all that weight on top of the bed sides with these composite beds, they could have a tendency to actually flare out, especially if you're doing a lot of off-roading. So way to correct that is a bed stiffener. And a bed stiffener, I'll show you here in a minute, it's basically like an L channel that bolts into the bottom of your bed and then to the side, and just to reinforce it and strengthen it. So let me flip the camera around here. I'll show you guys what a bed stiffener is and how to install one. Okay, so yeah, my bed is full of snow and old firewood and stuff. Not the cleanest stuff. Pulled it in the shop here and let it dry out some. So where a bed stiffener will go is it actually hooks into that bolt there, and then it has an L bracket that'll go up the side here and bolt into this, and it kind of just reinforces this corner right here to give a little more rigidity to the actual bed walls there. So the bed stiffener I've gotten off Amazon, that's where everything comes nowadays. These are made by Star One. I'm sure it's like a Chinese brand, and for $89, I thought it was worth giving it a shot. They do make some more expensive ones. I know Total Chaos makes a great one that is double the price. It's basically $169. And the One Pro, I guess, on the Total Chaos says it does come up a lot higher, and I think it hooks into this bolt too, where the one I have will stop about right here. But between that and it probably has a better coating on it, may last longer, you know, not be as susceptible to rust. That's really the only difference I could see in that. I mean, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. So this will end up sitting in this corner right here like that. It'll basically reinforce the two. So basic tools needed for the install: just using a 3/8 ratchet with a small extension, another longer handled 3/8 ratchet, 9/16 wrench, 9/16 inch socket, a 10mm socket, and this is a T55 star bit, and what is this one here? T40. It came with all the hardware: 4 bolts, 8 washers, 4 nylon lock nuts. Jeez, can't talk today. And all the washers and everything included. Everything you need. Other tools you'll need, let's see. I've got a smaller drill bit, and you will need a 3/8 inch drill bit also. So I've got the smaller one just to kind of drill in a pilot hole first and then come back through with 3/8. Also, I've got a paint marker just to mark my spots. So I'm going to start, and I'll try to film this as best I can. I'm going to start by taking the taillight out first. You remove these 2 bolts here and this one up on top. You'll take those out. That's a 10mm socket, and you'll pull the taillight out. Okay, so you get the bolts out. You can see on the tail light, it just has that 2 little silver tabs that pop in here. Up here is for alignment. And we will be drilling into the back part of this right here. So next Step here is we're going to take this D-ring out here. It's just that bolt there, like it's the T40, and then that bolt there, the bed mount bolt, that'll be a T55. So we'll get that taken out. All right, next step, we're gonna go ahead and sit this in here and fit it nice and flush and mark our holes. These three here, give that over, you can see it. So you got these three here, and then you've got this one side tab up the top. We're just gonna lay it in here, line it up with the holes that are in the bed, and mark the holes. One thing that's driving me crazy is the bed mat seems like it's just a hair too long. I don't know if my bed mat is slid back some. I can't slide it forward right now, I've got the firewood in there, but if not, I'll just end up just trimming out around this part right here. So I'm gonna make sure this is all sitting nice and flush. My bottom holes are set in place. And just take this paint pen and mark right in the center of each hole. All right, so I've got those three holes marked on the front, and then the one on the back side there. I don't know if that's gonna show up on camera, but so next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the drill with the smaller drill bit first and drill each of these out, just a pilot hole, and then get the 3/8 bit and go ahead and drill that out as well. All right, now that we have our holes drilled, I'm gonna start putting in the bed bolts first, just hand tight. Just wanna get them in there and get them started so you can just make sure everything is gonna line up right. This one's to be a little difficult here because of that D-ring, but so the bottom two, they are super easy. But I'll show you in a minute once I get these top ones in, they require a little more patience. There's a, like a little cross member, a little support piece back here in the back that makes it pretty interesting to get your fingers in and hold that nut just so you can get that started. So maybe I'll try this time. Oop, can't get in there with that either. All right, here's the view from the back side. You can see there's the bottom two. The top one is back behind that plate, and the one that comes from, no, I can show you in there. Barely see it. The one that comes from the side over there, it's back in there too. So it's a little tricky to get your hands up behind there and actually get the nuts started on the bolt, but it is possible. So now we'll go ahead and tighten those down with a 9/16 socket, and it's a 7/32 Allen wrench as well. The top two bolts is where you definitely need the 9/16 wrench for. You can't get back behind that bracket I showed you with the ratchet. But the bottom two you can reach, so it makes it a little easier. Try this with an extension to see if it makes that any easier to get back in here and actually get something done. There we go. All right, you get those two tightened up, or those four, I guess, and we'll go ahead and tighten up the rest of these two bed bolts here. And here's where you can hold your D-ring into place. I'm just gonna kind of maybe a 45-degree angle, something like that, where I can get to it easy, still use it. You can take those off if you want. You don't need them anymore. Your preference. You do have plenty of tie-down spots all along this bed stiffener here. All right, so easy enough. There's two bolts there, three up the side, one on the back there. And that's just, like I said, just an angled piece of steel right there that will give the side of your bed a little bit more rigidity, a little stronger. So the next thing we do is put the taillight back in. So you just line those two silver tabs I showed you up to the little clips in there, pop that in place, and reinstall your three bolts. All right, there you go, finished product. Taillight's back in, mounted securely. Like I said, I don't know if my mat is slid back a little bit or what, but if not, I may have to trim just a little bit of that off the side there. No big deal. Got both sides installed. Same thing on this side. Super simple modification to your truck to strengthen these composite beds up. Simple tools. You don't need any kind of special tools or anything like that. It's super easy. Like I said, these are made by Star One, which is, if you know Amazon, it's some kind of Chinese goofy name. But $89. Like I said in the beginning, Total Chaos is $169. You can find them in between there. The only difference is the Total Chaos ones, like I said, they'll come up actually a little farther and bolt into the top here. So maybe they are a little stronger, I don't know, but for half the price, I thought I'd, you know, try these. These should suit my needs. I'm not a big full-time off-roader all the time. I do truck camping and overlanding, you know, hiking, backpacking. I do a lot of everything, but you know, I've got the tent up right now. I just brought it in. I've had it on all winter so far, the last 2 months. I just wanted to open it up and make sure that, you know, I wasn't getting any moisture underneath the cover or anything like that. So I do have a separate video on this tent. If you want to see that, check that out. But super happy with the cover. It's, you know, kept the weather, and we've got a lot of snow here lately in Indiana. Kept it all out of there. So hey, there you go, bed stiffeners for a Toyota Tacoma. If you guys found any value in this video, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.